Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Power is Now teleconference. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. Later, we will conduct a question-and-answer session, and instructions will follow at that time. If anyone should require assistance while the conference is in progress, please press star and then 0 on your touch-tone telephone to reach an operator. As a reminder, this conference may be recorded. I would like to introduce the host of the Power is Now, Mr. Eric Frazier. Sir, please go ahead.
Good morning and welcome to the Power is Now teleconference. My name is Eric Frazier, and the president of the Orange County Association of Real Estate Brokers, a chapter of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, and a host of the Power is Now teleconference. Thank you so much for joining us today, for taking time out of your busy schedule. It really is an honor for us to bring guests to you each and every week that empowers you to sell more real estate. It's a beautiful day in Southern California and a fantastic opportunity to talk to Mike Hellickson again. This is part 2 about big bucks and big lawsuits. So we're going to talk about that in detail today. We're going to move into part 2. But before we do that, let me tell you a little bit more about our host, or actually our sponsor of this program. That's Wells Fargo Home Mortgage. I'm the branch manager for Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, North Orange County markets. And once a week, I conduct this teleconference. But every week, I lead a team, or really every day, I lead a team of mortgage consultants who serve this market in branches throughout North Orange County. And they are the most professional, knowledgeable people you can work with in the industry. We call ourselves a do-it-now team because we work with a sense of urgency and we get the job done. And I want to encourage you to consider using us. One of the reasons why you should consider using Wells Fargo is because of our close-on-time guarantee. I've been in the business for almost 30 years, and I don't know of a single institution out there that makes such a guarantee. There are a number of things about Wells Fargo that is unique, but the Wells Fargo close-on-time guarantee is an unprecedented commitment to service and closing a transaction on time. There is nothing like it in the industry. First-time home buyers are the people who can least afford the expenses associated with a late closing, the per diems, having to extend their rent or their lease, paying overtime to movers. The list can go on and on about all the costs associated when a transaction doesn't close on time. Well, Wells Fargo will make the client's first month's principal and interest payment if it's our fault. If we're the reason why the transaction does not close on time, we will pay the borrower's first month's principal and interest payment. Again, who in the industry is doing that? Nobody but Wells Fargo. So please consider using one of my team members on your next transaction. You can contact our team members on our team website at thedoitnowteam.com. thedoitnowteam.com. Thank you for the opportunity to serve your clients. And if you're out of the area, please go to wellsfargo.com/mortgage and get in contact with a local mortgage consultant, and I promise you will not be disappointed. Ask them about the close-on-time guarantee. The phrase "the power is now" suggests that we maximize our potential for success in business and life when we act on information and opportunities now. The present is our future because the future is only a reflection of our past decisions to act now. So don't let procrastination rob you of opportunity. The goal of this program is to help prevent inaction from happening repeatedly through sharing relevant and powerful motivational information every week that you can act on. So the Power is Now teleconference is a series of conference calls designed to empower our real estate agent partners to sell more homes, expand their business of buyers and sellers, to be well informed about changes in lending, the market, the economy, government programs, anything that may affect your clients and your business. Please email me at eric.frazier@thepowerisnow.com and let me know what you think about the program and how we can continue to support your needs. Well, again, on the show for the second time in 2 weeks is Michael Hellickson, and we're really excited to have him back again to share more about his experience in short sales and REOs, experience that he's been at the mountaintop and he's been in the valley. Michael has began his career in 1991, has been among the top 1% of all agents nationally since before he before he graduated, that is, from high school, with 417 short sales and more than 325 REOs in under 10 months. It's no surprise that Michael rocketed to the becoming Washington State's and the entire Northwest #1 real estate agent and one of the top REO brokers nationwide. Additionally, Hellickson is considered by most to be the number one short sale expert in the world. During his career, Hellickson has spoken to thousands of agents and organizations nationwide and has been featured on several national television and radio programs, including Glenn Beck, CNBC, The Dave Ramsey Show, the Fox Business Network, among other local and regional programs. Hellickson is also the founder and president of Club Wealth Coaching. Hellickson and his team of top producing coaches, mentors, and trains agents, lenders, servicers, outsourcers, world and community lenders, brokers, and salespeople in various industries worldwide on topics ranging from REOs, short sales, to managing your profit and loss and running your business like a sharp CEO. Michael and his wife Tara and their 2 children make their home in Boney Lake, Washington, where they are active in their church, sports, outdoor activities, and various philanthropic efforts. Well, Mike, thanks for being back with us again to talk about big bucks and big lawsuits waiting to happen.
Yeah, I really love being on your calls, Eric. What a great thing you're doing with these. And, I just want to mention real quick as we get started today, you talk about taking action. And, every time I hear you say that, it reminds me of one of my favorite phrases, which is ready, fire, aim. A lot of people, they live their life in a ready, aim, fire manner. And I'll tell you, in a lot of ways, we really need to just take action and not spend so much time trying to aim the gun, rather just go out and do something. Be proactive. Be willing to fail. And because if those people that are truly, truly successful in this world understand that there really is no failure. There's only growth. And so just to hear you talk about taking action and making sure that, that we're empowering people to do that, man, I love hearing that, Eric, and I love the message that you give out every week.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, and I think I just in hearing you talk about it, I'm sure you use that as part of your coaching. Tell us more about Club Wealth Coaching.
Well, Club Wealth really started off as, I was kind of helping some of the agents in the different parts of the country to kind of grow their business and have a little better balance in their lives, and it kind of grew and grew, and all of a sudden, people kept saying, hey, you really need to do this full time, and my passion has always been helping other people succeed, and so interesting, before we went through the challenges that we went through with our state here in Washington State, we were actually transitioning into being full-time coaches. And so Club Wealth's mission really is to help agents not only do more business, but to do more business in less time and truly have greater balance in their lives, and then help them to give back. And so the coaches that we have in Club Wealth are very high-producing real estate agents. By and large, they're producing over 100 transactions a year. They only take on a maximum of 20 clients each at any given time, and the reason for that is we want to make sure that each of our coaches is not only able to continue to run their business in a successful manner, but that they have more than enough time to really devote full and complete attention to their clients and help their clients, really make a difference in their clients' lives and in their clients' businesses. And then we provide all kinds of other great tools and systems for, everything from, an agent who's brand new in the business to somebody who's doing 400, 500, 600 transactions a year or more, helping people run their business like a true CEO or a sharp CEO, and really helping them implement those systems. It's much more than just, hey, here's a program, go follow it. It's really, hey, we're going to get involved in your business. We're going to come in and we're going to learn about your team. We're going to learn who's on your team. And, maybe you're just a single agent by yourself, or maybe you've got 40 people on your team. Well, regardless, we're going to get to know exactly where you are today, and we're going to find out, what are your goals, what do you want to accomplish, and we're going to help you build a roadmap to getting there, and then help you actually implement that roadmap and actually make it happen. So it's Club Wealth, a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's been a real blessing in my life, and just real excited to be a part of it.
So if people are interested in being a part of Club Wealth, they just need to go to the website on the flyer, which is clubwealth.com.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. And in fact, if they'll do that and sign up for the free stuff, there's a link on the right-hand side of the website there that you can get some free stuff. And we actually do give out a ton of content for free. Our belief is, if you give, eventually you'll get what you want. And so we just over-deliver the value even before anybody's paid us a dime. And in fact, give you an example of that, Eric, for people on your call, we've got two programs that we really kind of emphasize, which are our group coaching program, and that's $197 a month. And we've got our one-on-one program, which is $997 a month. And with that, you also get the group program. So you get literally a webinar every week. You get, a conference call, either a one-on-one call or a group call each week. So there's the first and third week of the month, you'd get your one-on-one call. And the second, fourth week of the month, you'd get your group call. And literally, we also give everybody, whether they're in group or one-on-one coaching, complete back-end access to our website that has all of the forms, the systems, the scripts, the dialogues, the webinars that are recorded, the conference calls that are recorded, all that stuff. And Eric, my commitment for you is that I'd be very happy to do for the people on your call is to extend the opportunity for them to really test drive our system and try it out for $1. And with no long-term commitment. So if they want to try coaching for $1, see how it is, see if if it's really everything that everybody says it is, and if it really brings the value that people say it does. And if at the end of that month they're not happy with it, they're welcome to cancel with no further obligation. In the meantime, they can keep all the stuff they downloaded from the website. However, I'll tell you that most people that do that, the vast majority of the people that test drive the system end up loving it, and they stay in, and they end up becoming clients long term.
Well, Mike, we really appreciate that. That is a great offer to the Power Is Now listeners. And let me make sure that we have it right now. You're saying that someone will be able to enjoy one full month of coaching from these professionals for only $1.
That's absolutely right. And normally we actually charge, not only do they pay their first month up front, but they also pay a setup fee, which is about a month and a half worth. So, I mean, it's a pretty great benefit for your listeners. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to, you have been very, very good to us, Eric, and I feel like the least I can do is offer that to your folks and let them test drive it for $1. And if they're not happy, then or if they don't think that it's absolutely life-changing and that it's going to make the biggest difference in their business, if anything they've ever been involved in, then they're more than welcome to cancel. And like I said, they can keep all the stuff they've downloaded from our website for that $1.
Wow. So, Mike, one of the things that I want to ask you about that you mentioned earlier in regard to Club Wealth, these are not just coaches. I mean, there's a saying that people who can't do it teach, right? Have you heard that before? So these are not coaches who just coach. These are people who are actual top producing practitioners who do what are your standards to be a coach and be able to coach these other individuals? When we talk about top producer, what does that mean in your world?
In my world, the top producer is somebody who has either is currently doing 100 transactions a year or more, or someone who has been doing 100 transactions a year or more. We do allow our coaches, if they have produced at that level and have been highly, highly successful real estate agents, and have the heart of a teacher, and they really have a servant's heart. They really truly want to give 100% of themselves to their clients. Then we consider them for coaching, and so some of our coaches will actually transition out of full-time real estate sales into full-time coaching. But again, that's not something they're able to do if they're not producers. There are a lot of coaching companies out there. Our goal is not to be the biggest coaching company in the world. Our goal is to be the best,
right.
And I believe we are. And our clients. And so at the end of the day, while a lot of other companies out there are hiring people for $15 an hour, or they're hiring real estate agents and loan officers who did not succeed in the real estate or loan origination worlds, we don't hire those folks. We're looking for folks who are successful, regardless of the economy, who did well in a good economy and who have also done well in a down economy. Because, frankly, there's going to be ups and downs in the economy. There's going to be ups and downs in your business, and you need to know that the people that are coaching you know how to help you weather those storms.
Right. Well, speaking of weathering a storm, that's what you've been doing over the last year. In weathering perhaps the storm of the decade in your life and dealing with the state of Washington. And last week we spent a great deal of time talking about everything that has happened. And For those of you who were not on the call, you can listen to that call in its entirety at facebook.com/thepowerisnow. facebook.com/thepowerisnow. And in fact, all of the calls will be